versus George Hawkins III. Could I have parties announced?
Andrew Harrison, state.
Brent Hardy for the defendant.
Are you Mr. Hawkins?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled
Fire Major Turning Point? By admitting true to the violation, George is basically giving the court the green light to rip up his deal and hit him with up to 20 years behind bars. Face screaming in fear, now think about it. Would you ever confess knowing the risk was that high? Scales # take the deal or fight it. What's your move?
adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same George Laverne Hawkins III who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 5390 for the offense of assault on a peace officer or judge on August 8, 2024 for a period of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state, you may proceed.
On or about the 30th day, April 2025, in Greer County, Texas, the defendant George Laverne Hawkins III committed the offense of criminal trespass violation.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
State waives the remaining violation allegation.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge. Deny the motion, alter and amend. State will take into consideration dismissively new offense, although we request a no contact order with Cross Towers located at 111 West Houston Street.
And what is the cause number?
2025 CC 006392.
All right, counsel, is that the agreement?
It is, Judge.
All right, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
George Laverne Hawkins III.
All right, so why were you at Frost?
Well, it began whenever I relapsed. I was a year sober on methamphetamines.
Mhm.
I was in drug court. I actually wrote a letter to explain it all to you.
Mhm.
You would like to see that, but I could explain it in words.
Sure.
So I was actually doing really good in drug court, and it kind of took me by shock whenever the district attorney in drug court, put in the motion to revoke, because I had been a year sober. I had been going to all the meetings. I was in Rosetta Keys, going to groups 2 times a week, and also the individual sessions with Tammy Banfield, and also I was seeing the judge during his sessions each month, and I was also seeing Elsa Guajardo
All
over
right,
at.
so there has to be more going on, because felony drug court would not put you out of their program just because you started using again. So there's something, what else is going on?
I did make a few slight mistakes whenever I was in drug court.
Let me just tell you, it takes more than that. So let me explain something to you. I am trying to decide whether or not to follow this agreement that's been reached with the state and the defense.
Mhm.
Now, I don't have to follow it because your contract is not with them, it's with the court. I could sentence you to 20 years. But I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you and why you were put out of felony drug court. And what I can tell you, they do not put people out of the program because you relapsed. They do not put you out of the program because you're making bad choices here or there. What they try to do is they try to correct those issues. Now, if you disappeared on them, they only have so much time that they can allow you to be on a warrant and you've disappeared.
Yeah.
So there has to have been something else going on other than you relapsed and you made some bad choices here or there. So why do you feel that they put you out of the program?
You're probably not gonna, you.
No, I mean, at the end, let me just tell you, at the
My
end,
belief is because the district attorney changed from what the bailiffs in the courtroom and Judge Glynn's courtroom told me, she had only been there for a month.
Mhm.
So she wasn't able to actually see my progression throughout the process while I was in drug court for 8 months. I mean, I was at Lifetime for 3 of those months. I've been going to Judge Glynn's courtroom as required and going to my meetings with Elsa as required, going to my meetings with Tammy Banfield as required. And with the exception of two miscues, the last one being the close to the 30th there, whenever I relapsed, and also showing up late to my probation officer.
Mhm.
Those were the few mistakes that I made. I mean,
because usually they give you some options. They tell you, look,
I thought
we're going to try this last time, but we're going to do zero tolerance with you, or there's something else. So you're telling me this is all that's going on with them?
it baffled me as well. I was kind of speechless whenever I left there, and I wasn't on my medication because I just had gotten but from what I gathered, it all just seemed very confusing to me. I don't understand why they decided to. Because the last thing I heard from Elsa Guajardo,
Mhm.
she from meetings going to 2 times a month, she switched it to 1 day a month.
Mhm.
She said because I've been doing so well. And the same thing with Tammy Banfield. She gave me less meetings, group meetings than the other peers in my group because I was doing so well. She even called me one of her best students. And I was on page 7, or also on the 7th step out of the 12 steps of the MRT book. And I even got housing at the VA residential housing at the GI Forum. And I mean,
Boom.
the one relapse, that did mess me up because I ended up losing my housing at the GI Forum, and which led me to going through the bank. I mean, I had tried so many places to get water, and then I was just I had gotten sprayed in the face with mace because I was sleeping outside of a hospital because I got kicked out of the GI. Really, it's just I've been struggling with the addiction, with not having a job, which I attribute, the fact that I was able to get a job to drug court. Drug court did help me a lot, and Lifetime helped me a lot, which is kind of surprising why I was offered Lifetime again, which I would really like the opportunity to do that because I think they did well, especially Darnell over there at Lifetime Recovery, and they also helped me get my identification straight. They even got my driver's license back and all my IDs, and they put me in the door to housing, and it was just a great help to me. And I mean, I don't understand. I even saw you at the graduation ceremony. It was nice seeing you there as well. And I had gotten a job. I hadn't had a job in 2 years. I'd been unemployed, but I did end up getting a job just by looking at the bulletin board and drug court.
All right. So just one second.
Yeah. Yes,
Ms. Abrams, do you know why he was released from felony drug court?
Judge, it states on here, he had that new charge. It was a new offense on 5/1/2025,
Mhm.
and then on 5/14, he admitted relapsing,